Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek, and today we're going to be looking at another older release Transformer. This one is kind of a simple one. I'm not a big fan, but when I saw the price on the shelf at the D&D discount store, I couldn't help but pick them up. We're talking about Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. So guys, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at this action figure right here. Alright guys, so here he is. But before we look at the figure itself, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the packaging. Alright, as you can see here, this nice picture of Optimus Prime right there in the corner. Optimus Prime, ages 8 and up. Age of Extinction logo, Transformers written on the side. And on the side here, you got a Transformers logo. On the other side, Transformer Generation Leader Class. And once again, let me turn it around. Transformers on the side of the box with the logo. Some product shots on the back. You can see there in the small corner, you got a picture of Grimlock that'll be coming out, which by now is already out. And some legal mumbo jumbo written up on the bottom. And a Autobot logo on the top. That pretty much does it for the box. So guys, let's get into this figure right here. Alright, so let's take a look at him in his truck mode. As you can see up front, he's got a nice chromed out grille and bumper, and he's got the Autobot symbol on the front there. On the top, he's got that windshield visor there all chromed out. Got the gas tanks and the step ladder right there chromed out. Got some rubber tires. Would have been nice if he had chrome rims. Got the red flames on the blue there, very nice. Once again, rubber tires in the back. And you can see the exhaust pipes are all chromed out, which is very nice. And it has a little detail paint there on the trailer hitch. Let's take a look at the other side here. As you can see, he has that Windstar logo between the tires there. And once again, chromed out tanks and everything. Now he does have Windstar at the bottom, like the first edition, is just not painted out. Here's a look at the bottom. Very nice figure, very simple transformation. A lot of people, from what I understand, they call this a shell formation, but it is what it is and he looks nice. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and let's do some quick comparisons. Alright guys, so here we have Optimus from Age of Extinction right next to Optimus from the BumbleBee movie. Now I can't remember what size the BumbleBee movie Optimus is, but we do know that the Age of Extinction Optimus is a leader class. And as you can see, he is a lot taller than this Optimus right here. But once again, both of them are excellent figures. Alright guys, so here we have them with Optimus Prime in evasion mode from Age of Extinction. Once again, now I do know the evasion mode Optimus is a Voyager class, and the other Optimus, the blue one, is a leader class. As you can see, leader class is a lot taller and he is a lot longer. But they're both from the same movie franchise, just different scales, but both of them are excellent figures. Alright guys, so here we have them with Optimus Prime from Dark Side of the Moon. Now, I'm not sure this is a Voyager class. This might be a deluxe, as he does come with a trailer. But once again, you can see the size difference there in the different scales and how they compare. And here he is with Fall of Cybertron, the video game Optimus Prime. Once again, two excellent figures. I like the way they both look in their vehicle mode. And just because I have him on my shelf, here he is with G1 Optimus Prime. Once again, Age of Extinction, this is a very good truck mode right here. Alright guys, so there you have him in his alt mode. Let's go ahead, let's transform him, and let's check him out in his robot mode.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
You can trust me, Rodimus. You can trust me, Galvatron.
Introducing the Transformer Double Spy. From a supercar, he can transform into a heroic Autobot or an evil Decepticon. Now discover the clones. Decepticon clones look identical, but one transforms into a Puma, the other into a Hawk. To fight Autobot clones, one of these twins transformed into a jet, the other a dragster. Double Spy sold separately, clones sold together from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so here he is in robot mode, and he's a decent figure. And let's go ahead, let's take a closer look at him, and we can see what's going on here. As you can see, his head is on a ball joint. He's got some pretty good detail there. He does have some eye-like piping there. He's got that chrome chest plate there, which is pretty cool. He's got a lot of detail, a lot of little things going on. You can see down the legs are really nice with the silver and blue and red there. The feet look pretty good. As you can see here, you can see a lot of the red flames up and down the side of his leg, which is really nice. The arms are nicely painted. Everything looks pretty good, except the one thing right here that is really disappointing. It's this ginormous backpack right here. Now, I understand why they did it, because the actual movie version of Optimus Prime, there's not a lot of truck parts on him when he's in robot mode. So to try to hide it is very hard. But as you can see, like I said, he has a ball joint on his head. You can move, you can wiggle it around, up and down, left to right. It is kind of hard because where his head is based on is kind of springy, so it doesn't want to climb into his chest. His arms do go out to 90 degrees right there when you lift up that little wing right there. Now it does move forward a little bit because of the transformation. On mine, that's what it does. Once you move the wing, you can get his arm to do a 360 rotation. Let's move that back over here. Now, he does go out 90 degrees at the elbow, and he has rotation right there, the bicep. He doesn't have any rotation at the wrist, but you can open his hand up to place his weapons in there. Now, with the legs, his legs can go all the way out forward once you remove that front plate. He can go straight out forward, but unfortunately, he is not going anywhere near the back because of that backpack. Now, at the knee, he does bend 90 degrees at the knee, which is really good. Let me move his arm so you can see 90 degrees right there. All right, so let's straighten out his legs real fast. Let's take a quick look at his feet. Now at the feet, he does have a little bit of up and down pivot, and you can pivot it left to right, but it does move the back of his leg some when you adjust his foot. So be mindful of that. All right, and one more thing, he does have waist rotation. As you can see there, only thing is the guard or skirt, whatever you want to call it, on his waist doesn't go along with it. But all in all, he's definitely a shelf figure. The only thing I don't like is that ginormous backpack right there. Now he does come with a set of weapons. As you can see, we're gonna pull it out right now. He does have a shield. Now I've seen different versions of this figure with different types of shields. Some of them have the shield open with like the energy shield displayed. This one is in the closed position, and as you can see, he does have a gun on the end of it. It's got a nice little bunch of detailing to it. Now as you can see, I got a little red paint on mine. That is paint transfer from his arm when it's actually posted up in its place where it's supposed to go. As you can see that little peg right there. You can take the shield and peg it right into his arm right there, which is pretty cool right there. And he does also come with another weapon. He does come with this sword. Now it's supposed to be translucent yellow. It's a weird color yellow, and you can see a lot of detail there in the hilt and the guard. It's really nice, and he also has a little peg there so you can actually peg it to his hand, which is really nice because it keeps it nice and firm. You just got to open up the hand, and then you can place it, you can peg it right in there. Let me see if I can get it in there. All right, guys, as you can see here, I'm having a little trouble pegging his sword in. That's because I made a mistake and was pegging into the wrong area. So we're gonna go ahead and jump this to where I actually got his sword placed in his hand right. All right, guys, so you can see here, I finally figured out how to peg the sword into his hand. I was confused with a lot of the little gimbals in his hand. I was actually trying to peg it in the wrong spot. But there you go. Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. Really nice figure except for all the backpack stuff. But pretty cool. But let's go ahead and let's do some comparisons right now. Alright guys, so here he is once again with BumbleBee Movie Prime. And here he is with Fall of Cybertron's Optimus Prime. And here he is with G1 Optimus Prime. And I almost forgot, here he is with Dark Side of the Moon Optimus Prime. Alright guys, so there you go. Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime. Now, is this a great figure? Definitely not. Is it an okay figure? Yeah, it's okay. Now, when this first came out, this thing was going for about $60 to $65. Do I think it's worth it? No. Do I think it's worth the $25 that I paid for it at DD discounts? Yeah, it's worth the 25 bucks. Now, I understand due to the fact the way Optimus appeared in the movie, it's kind of hard to make a transforming toy to match it, and I do understand that. That's why this is not the worst figure in the world. Now, there are some third parties out there that have done a lot better job, but then again, when you look at the transformation steps for those figures versus this one, it's way harder and way more challenging. This one, the transformation is quite simple. You don't need a book. It actually comes on a little sheet. I think it's about 15 steps to fully transform them. And for that price, for the price I paid and that, I could totally understand going with this figure, guys. Alright guys, so that's pretty much gonna end this video right here.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Look, the Stunticons! Look, the aerial bots! Only the Stunticons! Only the aerial bots have this kind of teamwork. Stunticons attack! Aerial bots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Stunticons. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Nobody can stop Minosaur. That's Superior.
The Transformers, sold separately from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up this video right there. Once again, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I put out a new video. Hit that like button if you like what I'm doing on this channel. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. And guys, once again, share this video with everybody you know if they're into Transformers or any other types of toy collection. Let's get the word out, let's share this video, and let's make it big. Once again, I'm Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.